prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really?
He's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
His basics are solid. His fundamentals are solid. He's strong. He's physical. He's moved up and become, solid at a heavier weight than when he started in his career. He's grown into. He's got great experience.
Floyd Mayweather is widely praised for his elite defense, but many experts believe a fight with Terence Crawford would be a dangerous move. With Floyd retired and no longer in his prime, stepping back into the ring could put both his legacy and his health at risk. Crawford's sharp timing, powerful combinations, and ability to adjust during a fight make him a matchup that Mayweather would be wise to stay away from.
I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, now that was a big take. And of course, he's fought both of them.
Yeah, he would know.
Yeah, so that was a big take. But
not
yeah,
really.
I
mean,
think
lost to
so.
both of them.
Not for people who watch boxing. No, that's not. No.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that we sent that Terence Crawford some love, because he also talked a lot that night about how people underestimated him and thought, because people didn't really. He doesn't have the biggest star power, that he wasn't going to win the fight, and he definitely took that home. So congratulations to him. Now
The what?
He doesn't have the biggest star power.
Oh, no.
Yeah, people were he was saying that people were underestimating him because
Floyd Mayweather retired with a perfect 50-0 record and built his legacy on elite defense, while Terence Crawford is also unbeaten, holding titles in multiple divisions with a blend of power, sharp ring awareness, and smooth stance changes. And as Crawford continues to dominate the sport, talk about who would have come out on top if both fighters met in their prime keeps growing louder.
Terence Crawford on Saturday has not only become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, I honestly believe that he surpasses now Floyd Mayweather as the best fighter of this generation. That's what I believe.
If that was the goal by Floyd, to be undisputed, then he would have chased undisputed. He chased champions until he became the money draw.
Do you know that Floyd never unified any of the divisions he fought in?
Because he never had to. It was a draw. He just didn't have to. He done the hard work in getting there.
Terence Crawford started out his boxing career as a lightweight, and now he's gone up to super middleweight and become the undisputed super middleweight champion, beating a guy like Canelo, who, listen, previously, man, he was wreaking havoc through that division. And Terence Crawford's just gone out there and taken the belt off him with, let's be honest, relative ease.
Shane Mosley believes Terence Crawford could have the advantage over some versions of Floyd Mayweather because of his power, versatility, and ability to switch stances. But he also admitted that a younger, sharper pretty boy Mayweather would likely present a much tougher challenge.
Go ahead.
Did you believe or do you agree with the fact that Canelo is saying Crawford is better than Mayweather from an outsider's perspective, having not fought Crawford? Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, it's, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Tim Bradley feels that Terence Crawford would defeat a prime Floyd Mayweather, pointing to Crawford's high ring intelligence, sharp timing, and overall versatility, and believes he has the offensive tools needed to break through Mayweather's famous defensive style.
But Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Sam Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane did hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
And Zab wasn't quite a Shane-level fighter. That's true. Listen, it'd be a great match.
Amir Khan praises Terence Crawford for his excellent timing and ring intelligence, recalling how he used smart adjustments and hard counters to frustrate opponents. And he believes that even Floyd Mayweather's strong defense could have trouble dealing with Crawford's sharp offense and adaptability.
When I was in the ring with him, even though towards After the 1-2 rounds, I started getting my rhythm. But I have to say, probably one of the best fighters I've ever faced, honestly. And I've faced the likes of Canelo, and I was at boxing fighters like him. Every fight I've lost previously was when I was up on points, and obviously might have got caught with a good shot and got knocked out, whatever. But with Crawford, his timing was so on point. I mean, like, what a great fight he was, technician. And I'll always, look, I'm not a hater in any way. Look, even though the fight went the way it did, but I just think his timing was amazing, and just everything about the game plan he had for the fight. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. You cannot take that away from him. And if he was to fight any welterweight, being Manny Pacquiao, being Errol Spence, being even Floyd Mayweather, I think Crawford would beat a lot of them, maybe all of them. Even and the only fight I would say for him would be a good fight technically would be someone like Mayweather. But I really think he would.
Carl Frampton explained that Terence Crawford's win over Canelo changed how he sees the matchup, showing that Crawford had the skills to test Floyd Mayweather at his peak, as he praised Crawford's complete control, the damage he inflicted, and his clean, precise technique as signs of top-level dominance.
Crawford is going to nick it. I think if he does nick it, it does kind of have to be a stinker. He has to move and use his feet. I think Canelo's feet aren't what they once were, but certainly he's a stronger man in the fight. I think we're going to see a very close one, possibly even a draw, but if you put a gun to my head, I would say Crawford in a close points decision.
You talk a bit about the fight maybe not catching fire in the way some were expecting. If Terence Crawford is to win the fight, does it have to be that sort of fight? Yeah. And leading from that, can he hurt Canelo Alvarez?
I don't think so. I mean, look at the shots guys like Golovkin bounced off Canelo's head. It's almost like he's unhurtable. We've seen him hurt by Miguel Cotto's brother a number of years ago, but that was it really, and he was a young boy. So I think that I don't expect to see Terence hurting or being able to hurt Canelo. But there's a way he can't win the fight, and that is by outboxing.
If Terence Crawford does win, as you're predicting, does he rival Alexander Usyk for that number 1 pound-for-pound spot?
I mean, you have to start. I've never really thought about it, but that's a good question, and he'd certainly be.
Shakur Stevenson believes that defeating Canelo moves Terence Crawford closer to GOAT status, saying Crawford's high ring IQ, smooth movement, and overall skill set make him extremely dangerous, and that such a win would firmly place his legacy among boxing's all-time greats.
If Bud beats Canelo convincingly, right? Would you put him above Floyd, an all-time great?
See, I ain't
Give me a solid answer. Come on, Shakur. Don't dance around that, bro.
I can't get into that because at the end of the day, it's like.
But that's just an opinion.
It's opinionated.
Right, I want your opinion.
My opinion on it, I think Bud is the greatest of all time after doing this.
Okay.
But.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Floyd is the greatest of all time in my eyes, too. Like, the shit I don't watch with him is like, he's one of my favorite fighters. So,
I know.
Terence Crawford dismisses direct comparisons by explaining that Floyd Mayweather competed in a different era with its own challenges, choosing instead to focus on self-improvement, facing the best opponents available, and proving his own greatness rather than trying to match or chase Mayweather's legacy.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Many experts have criticized Floyd Mayweather's exhibition bouts, saying they are mismatches against non-elite opponents and arguing that these events hurt both his legacy and the sport, as they feel more like money-driven spectacles than serious competitive fights.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for
Oscar de la Hoya slammed Floyd Mayweather's exhibition fights as embarrassing and damaging to boxing's integrity, while critics argue that facing YouTubers and non-contenders offers no real value to the sport and fails to respect true boxing skill.
But I won't say it. But other than Leonard Ellerby, is a boxing man. He knows deep down that was absolutely horrendous. And the other thing is as well, when you got a guy in the environment that we're living in at the moment, right, after a tough year for a lot of people, to come out at the press conference and just basically laugh at people and say, I just took your money. It was a bank job. It was a heist. It was like I conned you into, I mean, those pay-per-views in America, I think they were like $60. I mean, he basically just took the piss out of the fans. But I don't blame him, he made an absolute fortune. Good luck to him. I'm not having a go at Floyd Mayweather. I'm just a fan who's allowed to give my opinion. Absolutely dreadful. Even Floyd Mayweather was embarrassed at the press conference after. He basically said, I'm not doing that again. The biggest winner was Logan Paul. I mean, he's just gone 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. And actually, at times...
Did you think he got knocked out and held up?
No, I think at times Floyd Mayweather was actually really trying. But anyway, it was what it was. But it all comes back to the pressure is on us. Not us, as in me and Matchroom, but it is on boxing. If we don't make good fights, you're going to see more and more of this. Because if Gervonta Davis against Mara Barros is doing 100,000 buys, and Andy Ruiz against Arreola is doing 80,000 buys or 100,000 buys, and you got that doing 1 million, what are the broadcasters going to want? That. We have to save boxing. We, not just me, all of us. And the fighters have got to step up, the managers have got to step up, the trainers have got to step up. We've got to pay the money for these guys to have real fights. And that's what you'll see.
Eddie Hearn described one of Floyd Mayweather's exhibition fights as horrendous, saying it damaged boxing's image, while Stephen A. Smith also criticized Mayweather for prioritizing money over legacy and openly challenged him for choosing to face weak, non-competitive opponents instead of real threats.
My disappointment comes from when you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match, all right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see just anybody on the basketball court playing against LeBron James. He won't do it. He doesn't have to. It's a waste of his time. You might see footages of Dwayne Wade training his son. You don't see Dwayne Wade playing against just anybody. He's not doing it.